So I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading. As always, take what resonates, leave what does not. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, the links are down below. This is my Gilded Tarot. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It greatly helps out my channel. All right, what are you struggling with? We have Judgment, Seven of Wands, Eight of Cups. What do you need to focus on? Justice, Ace of Wands, and the Devil. Very interesting. Future energies, Four of Wands, Five of Pentacles, and Three of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands, which is taking action on something. Okay. All right. So what you may be struggling with, obviously, as we can see, the Eight of Cups, it's walking away from something. And I feel like standing up for yourself, I feel like you're in a situation where you have to stand up for yourself and you have to walk away from a situation, or it could just be those inner thoughts that you have within yourself and you say, you know what, I need to stop focusing on this. I need to stop looking at this. I need to, stop putting myself in this energy because it's being harmful for me. It's pulling you down. I feel like you're having a hard time, like the message is having a hard time getting through to you. I almost feel like you're in a fog because I was like kind of looking at the moon here and the clouds that are around it, and you feel like you're in a fog. All right, again, look at that. We have the Five of Swords, having to walk away and not letting what other people have to say affect you, that maybe you're putting too much weight into what someone else is saying. Or look at that, again, like I feel like this is such repeating energy here. It's like coming out of the shadows. And all right, there we go. I love that. I love her smile on there. It's such an amazing smile. And I kind of feel like this is the energy that you're struggling with. But it's like when you realize that, you come into that smile. You come into that, you know what? Sometimes we have to make those really hard decisions for ourselves. And we have to say, you know what? I need to change things up, or things need to change, or I need to stop focusing on something. What you need to focus on is having that justice for yourself and having things happen for yourself and getting into your own power, not giving your power to a situation or to another person, but it's giving that power to yourself. I just feel like you're giving too much weight to what others think, or it could just be that you keep thinking about the way something has happened in the past, and that maybe you're trying to do something. There was an interesting YouTube that I watched, and it was about the girl who made those low sugar candies. I can't remember the name of the candies. And she had wanted to create a candy that had lower sugar, so because, sugar has so many negative effects. And she created the recipe in her kitchen, and then I think she's like in her early 20s, and she brought her product to so many different places, and like she was turned down so many times, but she knew in her heart that this was something that was important, and she knew that this was what she wanted to do and that she wanted to get her product out there. But what really, she even said when I was listening to the interview that she had that faith and belief in herself, and that she felt positive about it, and that she kept pushing through even though doors kept closing in her face and places would turn her down, and a few places would accept her, and she was able to sell her, I think she was from Canada, and she was able to sell her product, and it slowly built up, and now she has her candies in Walmart and I think Whole Foods, and like she got on like television shows, and now she's extremely successful. But it was that persistence to not give up, even though she kept trying, and but she knew that it was the right thing that she wanted to do. And she felt very determined. And it was all those doors that closed in her face, but she kept trying. And I feel like that's this here, is that you're letting something negative that maybe happened in the past, and maybe you've had doors closed on you in the past, and maybe you've had opportunities that haven't worked in the past, or you're trying to do something and you've done it, many times before, but you feel that this is the right path for you. It's not just blindly doing something, but it's feeling that this is the right path for you, or a decision that you want to make, or it's something that you want to pursue, and that you believe in yourself, because that's what I'm feeling here with that Seven of Wands, is that you believe in yourself. There's something that you believe in and that you want to follow through, but you're still struggling with this Eight of Cups and this Five of Swords and this Seven of Swords. And yes, when we have doors closed in our face, slammed in our face, then we want to give up, and it gets frustrating, and we start to question ourselves, and we start to wonder. But if you really take a moment to pause and really dig deep and say, you know what, I just feel like this is the thing that I need to do. I just feel like this is the right thing, right? And believing in yourself, you have to believe in yourself. And she believed in herself, and she's now very successful. But she believed in herself. And sometimes I feel that we give up on ourselves too soon, and we don't really give ourselves and I'm guilty of it. I'm a Capricorn sun and a Capricorn rising, and I'm guilty of it. I've given up on myself before, but I'm not giving up on myself now. And I feel like that's what this message is too, is to not give up on yourself. Have that confidence and that faith and that belief in yourself, and work at it. Keep telling yourself that you can achieve your goals, and put yourself in that energy of having already, of feeling magical, feeling powerful. You are powerful. You are very powerful, and you have to believe in that wholeheartedly, and build up your confidence, and put yourself in that energy of already having succeeded. Right before I started doing this video, there was a commercial that was playing, and it was a guy, I can't remember who he is, but I've listened to his videos too, but it was a commercial, and he was saying about how he loved Jim Carrey's, I only listened to it for a minute or two, Jim Carrey's story about how when Jim Carrey first started, that he was living in a car, and he had written himself a check. It wasn't a real check. I mean, it was a check, but he wrote it to himself for $10 million within 3 years. And so I think he said it was pretty close to the end of the 3 years, but then he had written himself that check to motivate himself, and, to have that faith and belief and that positivity. And then right before the end of the 3 years, he had done Dumber and Dumber, and he was going to make $10 million from it. Right? So it's just like all of those things, that faith and that belief and that power that you have, whatever that is that helps you to turn it around from this energy, or the negative side of the Capricorn card, which is the devil, the devil card, the negativity, and turn it, however that works for you, to turn that around and to work on it and to keep working at it. Like I think I said, did a reading the other day, and I said, if you need to write yourself those little sticky notes around to remind yourself and to motivate yourself. We all have those days where we need to reset, and that's okay. Give yourself that chance. And then, like for me yesterday, I just didn't feel motivated to do anything. I was like, so I just sat on the couch and I just binged watched the Halloween Baking Championship because I love those shows. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to be angry with myself. I'm not going to be frustrated with myself. This is what I need. And today when I woke up, I feel refreshed. I feel energized. I feel ready to go. I feel ready to work. And I'm going to be going to the barn and I'm excited. And I'm like, you know what? And I thought to myself, I was like, you know what? I really needed yesterday. I really needed yesterday to reset and recharge and have a clear mind for today. So whatever those things are that you need to do to reset yourself. So the energy that wants to come in for you is to take that time to yourself and to get yourself back on track and to surround yourself with people that are supportive of you and that help you on your journey. Not people that hold you back, not people that distract you. And feeling powerful, feeling within your own power with the King of Wands and learning from the past and saying, well, before I used to give up for myself, but now I stand up for myself. So again, we have that repeating energy with that Seven of Wands. And now it's like, okay, I'm standing up for myself and I'm having confidence in myself and I'm taking power and control of the situation to put myself in a better place because I deserve that, right? Freeing yourself. I love that. With the Eight of Swords, and she has the sun in the middle and she wants that to burst. But you're in charge of doing that. You're in charge of surrounding yourself with those things that help you to break free and not hold yourself back. Don't let what other people have, even though I know it can affect you, or things that you've done in the past. And it takes a while to retrain yourself to not always go back to, well, I failed this time and I failed that time and this time I feel I'm gonna fail again. But if you recognize that, if you say that last part where I said, this time I'm going to fail again, are you setting yourself up for success or are you setting yourself up for failure? Being more cognizant of how you're speaking to yourself. We have trust, love, and friendship. And I always feel like with that one is to trust yourself. Do you trust yourself in a situation? Do you trust yourself to rise above and fight for yourself and that you are powerful and you can make anything happen? All right, let's grab a animal oracle to close it out. We have the Wombat Spirit, be at home. Be at home is about being comfortable in your own skin. Are you comfortable in your own skin? And that's exactly what I had said here is, do you trust yourself? Again, that's another way of saying, are you comfortable in your own skin? Do you feel confident within yourself and your abilities? And if you don't, what is the weak spot and how can you work on that and how can you change that? All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.